Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host of the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. Hope you like this video, hit that subscribe button. So I'm going to talk about the Mets as always here, but I was watching SNY tonight. Now before we get into SNY, trying to get the Prospect Hut monetized, I need 65 subs. I'll put the link in the description of this video. Hit that, go in there and hit that subscribe button. And if you do that, channel get monetized very quickly. But I was watching SNY tonight, and they had little Andy Martino on, and he basically said that the Mets are not going to sign Imanaga. They said that they're going to talk to him. They'll see what the asking price is going to be, but he is not going to be coming to the Mets. He was right about Yamamoto. He was right about a few other players. He said the biggest takeaway from what they were saying during the show was that the Mets are trying to sign guys to one-year deals. They don't want to get hammered with these long-term deals. Even a 2-year deal doesn't seem like that really interests them. And as you know, they signed Scherzer and they signed Verlander to 2-year, 3-year deals. I think they want to do that this time around. Especially for players that aren't going to be here when the Mets come back out of this little abyss that they're in. Now, people have been complaining here and there and writing to me and complaining, Mets haven't done anything in the offseason. Well, how many times have the Mets done big moves over the last 20 years and they've been terrible? At least 70% of that time, they've been terrible and been disappointing. So you have to sort of look at it in a way that, do you want to win the offseason or do you want to win the season? Now, we have a young team. We're going to have some guys coming in here that are going to be young. And Mets have a lot of players in the farm system that are going to be getting ready sometime during the season. Drew Gilbert, Luis Angel Acuna, Jet Williams, probably the most likely guy that could be an elite player. And you have all these kids in the minors. Why bring in veteran players to hold them back and not be able to develop them? Now I do have a rumor for you in this video. This is a player that could help them, not so much this year coming up, this season coming up, but next year. This is from Fansided, Inside.com. I'm all right. Mets linked a 2-time All-Star starting pitcher in free agency. It sounds like one intriguing all-star pitcher could be a free agent option for the Mets. See who they're saying. The Mets may not swing for the fences this offseason. New York attempted to land former Oryx Buffalo's ace Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but missed out as the LA Dodgers signed him. There are rumors that the Mets may not make a major splash this offseason now and go big next year. Now, we know that they've been talking about this. That they were going to take a year off to basically find a way to do something different than what they've been doing, and which is basically sign all these big players and getting nowhere. It's unclear what their plan is, but one intriguing player who has been mentioned as a fit for the Mets is former Milwaukee Brewers star Brandon Woodruff. Now, we know Woodruff had pitched for David Stearns. We have to give David Stearns a chance. Some of the comments have been insane. Don't be a bunch of grifters like Frank Fleming. Give it some time. Quote, they bring in a bunch of other names. Here we go. Of players that the Mets are probably looking at more closely than grifters like Frank Fleming and dopes like Joe Beningo. Dario Rodriguez, it says here. Sean Manaea, Michael Lorenzen, Mike Clevenger, James Paxton, Weijin Ryu. I hope they don't get him, so I don't have to worry about saying his name. And Brandon Woodruff. They're looking for guys that they can sign to 1-year deals. And Woodruff, I would think, would get a 2-year deal. We would have a year to rehab and then pitch next year. Now, we will see. I'm willing to take a year off to be better for the next 5 years. What do you want as a Met fan? We all want to win. But the best way to win is through your farm system. It's not signing one veteran after another, after another. It's like collecting baseball cards. People, write to me. One guy's been writing to me, well, they do this, and this, and they're ready to go. It doesn't work like that. Okay, it's not baseball cards. It's not collecting baseball cards and saying, well, if I get this guy, then I'll have my whole set. Everything's perfect. But even if you're a baseball card collector, which I used to be, you're always on to the next card. You know what I mean? So you can't look at this situation as baseball cards. The most important thing is to build the foundation. And the Mets foundation is in their farm system. It's like that with every team. They have to build a strong farm, or we're going to be doing this dance. They keep doing this, we'll have the same nonsense, the same complaining, the same BS. So, please, again, subscribe to Prospect Hut. You'll learn about the prospects. Go in, hit the subscribe button in there. Almost to 1,000. Will be the final channel that I will do in the sports world. And I need you to get that channel monetized. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.